I think this win was extra special because of Jim Donovan, and we had so many great years with him announcing the games, and we definitely did this for him tonight.
The whole city of Cleveland loves Jim Donovan, man. I remember working in my dad's garage, listening to him talk on the radio, man. There's nothing better.
Jim Donovan voiced all our childhoods. He will forever be missed. The greatest play caller in Cleveland history. We love you, Jimmy.
Anything when it comes to the Browns, you know, Jim Donovan was, I'm 43, so he was one of the originals, you know, just, you always remember Jim Donovan. That's a voice you'll just never forget. If you're a real Browns fan, you're going to remember Jim Donovan.
Calling Chubb's like 92-yard touchdown run, that's one of my favorite memories. The run into the river one, those were all good ones.
And I'll never forget back, I think it was 02 or 03, when William Green busted that run. He's like, "Run, William, run!" It was this guy was amazing. And Jimmy, rest in peace. You will be remembered forever and ever. And this one's for you. We love you. We miss you. Jimmy Donovan was amazing.
Remember him coming, 1999 and taking over for Chandler and doing a great job. So rest in peace. Love him.
In terms of Jim Donovan, I know a bit about his story and how he worked so hard and was living in a basement apartment for long years before he got his break. And he's just inspirational in terms of just never give up with what your dreams are going to be.
I remember that Phil Dawson kick. I don't remember what year it was, but he made like a 50-yarder that they called it no good. And then Jim Donovan's call was just electric. And the Browns ended up winning in OT. It was insane. It was like the greatest call of all time.
Every call Jim Donovan's ever done, he's the greatest to ever do it. Nothing else to say.
I can imagine Jim today announcing that the number 19 score. Hey, go Browns. We finally did it, and we did it for Jim, baby.
I mean, he was a great guy. Unfortunately, he's ahead of us now. He's in a good place, but he's going to be cheering the Browns no matter what.
We did this for him today.
We did this for him.
Yeah.
Yes.
This was for Jim.
Jim Donovan brought the Browns into my home in Albuquerque. That's where I live. And he made it so that I felt like I was there with them.
I want to say they did this for Jimmy Donovan. It was a great, great win. I love Jim Donovan. I've been watching him since I was 15 years old, and he's the GOAT. God bless your soul, And I want to say that the Browns won this for Jimmy Donovan.
It was really exciting. It was really fun to listen to, and it was always good to hear him, even if we won or we lost.
Jim was one of the best icons in this town. I used to watch the Browns games and put the radio on. This win is for him, and we're super proud to have had him in our town, and he's really the best.
Would like to give my condolences to his families and to all the fans that left him.
Rest in peace, Jim Donovan, the voice of Cleveland. No one will ever be able to fill in your shoes.
When we made the playoffs in 2020 against Pittsburgh, that call will definitely be memorable. We'll miss him, though.
What an incredible guy, what an incredible voice. All the excitement you could ever ask for. God bless you, Jim Donovan.
One of my favorite memories of Jimmy is when he called our first victory coming back in 1999, and that long bomb, who was number 8? Well, Tim Couch threw it to number 85, I believe. But what a call. And then every year he's had such great calls, from Run, William, Run to, Ninjoku touchdown.
He is one of the most important people that we will miss, because he kept us up to date on everything. He wasn't short-stopping on nothing.
My wife always says to me, "Why do you watch the game on TV and mute it and put it on the radio?" And I always do, because Jim Donovan, he makes you feel like you're right there at the game. We're all going to miss him. We're sad. My prayers go out to Jim Donovan's family.
I'm an ex-world-class speed skater, and Jim Donovan he interviewed me actually twice, once in Lorraine and once in Talmadge, Ohio. And a class act guy, he's always first class. There's going to be a void. He's the voice of the Browns, so it's just going to be very, very sad.
Just the voice. I mean, you knew what you were listening to if you heard the voice of Jim Donovan. I mean, when you heard that voice, you knew you were listening to a Cleveland sports team, and it was going to be the best announcement ever. And here we are, honoring him.
Love Cleveland.
You, Jimmy.
just riding in the car, heading to the game, like my grandma's house for the game, hearing the call gets me excited, gets me going. And then when I finally get to hear him say the game, it's something else.
Jim Donovan's been around since I started listening to Browns games, and rest his soul, and he always brought a lively explanation to what was going on in the field, and we'll miss him dearly.